Hello students, let us discuss ratio. So here are two things, one notebook of rupees 8 and an eraser whose price is rupees 2. Now we have to compare the price. Let us compare using the division. In the case of division, we have to divide 8 divided by 2 as per the cost. Now this 8 divided by 2 can also be written as 8 by 2 in the fraction format. So we also know that this 8 by 2 can be written into simplest form. So if we cut down 8 and 2 divide 2, we will get 8 by 2 equals to 4, 2 by 2 equals to 1, which gets 4 by 1. So now this 8 by 2 can be, since this 8 by 2 can be resolved into 4 by 1, therefore we can say the cost of a notebook is 4 times the cost of an eraser, as notebook is 8 and eraser is 2. So this, from this we can conclude comparing the two quantities in terms of how many times is called the ratio. So we denote this ratio using the symbol double dot, or in English we can say it as colon. So now ratio of cost of notebook to the cost of eraser is equals to 4 is to 1. It is written as 4 is in ratio with 1 or 4 is to 1. Okay, so let's have another example. So there is two students, Aman and Anand. Amar scored 80 marks, Anand scored 40 marks. So when we compare them using division, we can write 80 divided by 40. Now we can cancel the zeros from it. By cancelling zeros we get 8 by 4. But is 80 by 4, 8 by 4 is the simplest form? No. 8 by 4 is not the simplest form. So we can write 8 by 4 in the simplest form by dividing it 4. We can get 2 by 1. And dividing by 8 by 4 we get 2, and dividing 4 by 4 we get 1. So we can say Aman got twice the mark of Anand. In terms of ratio, this can also be known as 2 is to 1. So ratio of Aman's mark to Anand's mark is equal to 2 is to 1. Okay. So remember, when we compare the two quantities in terms of how many times, this comparison is known as ratio. So now let us discuss another example where in a class there was 48 boys and 36 girls. If our question is find the ratio of boy to girl, then we have to find the ratio of 48 is to 36. That is, writing it in fractional form and then writing it in simplest form, we get 4 by 3, which gives 4 is to 3. But if we have the question ratio of girl to boy, in this case we have to know which one. Girl is 36, boy is 48. Therefore here the ratio becomes 36 is to 48, which gives 3 is to 4. So we have to keep in mind that ratio always follows order. We always have to follow the order while calculating the ratio. So now another part comes, fraction to ratio. That means if a number is written in fraction, how should we write it in forms of ratio? Remember always a fraction can be written in the form of ratio. Ratio and fraction, they are not equal. You have to remember, they are not equal. In terms of a fraction, for example, if we write 1 whole 2 by 3, it is a fraction. But if we write 2 by 4, it is also a fraction. But this one is not a ratio. This can be expressed in terms of ratio. You have to keep in mind that they are not equal. This can be a fraction, this can be a fraction, but this cannot be a ratio, but this can be a ratio. That's the basic difference between that. So by doing this, we have to keep in mind some other things. For example, let us compare ratios of different units. Students, you must have know that अगर हम कभी भी कोई भी रेशियो को कंपेयर करते हैं देन उनके यूनिट्स सेम हो जाते हैं. क्या होगा अगर किसी दो क्वांटिटी का यूनिट सेम नहीं होगा तो? लेट्स सी. Sometimes we have to compare two ratios with two different units. For example, we can take 4 meter to 6 millimeter, 7 liter to 100 milliliter, etc. In this case, we have to follow some steps. What are the steps? Step 1. Check the unit of the given quantities. जो क्वांटिटी तो दिया गया है हमें पहले उसका यूनिट चेक करना पड़ेगा. वो मीटर है, किलोमीटर है, लीटर है, ग्राम है, क्या है. स्टेप 2. आइडेंटिफाई द लार्जर क्वांटिटी इन बिटवीन द गिवन टू. दोनों में जो सबसे बड़ा क्वांटिटी है उसको आइडेंटिफाई करना है. उसको क्यों आइडेंटिफाई करना है? क्योंकि हमें कन्वर्ट करने में इजी होगा. ऐसा नहीं कि हम स्मॉलर यूनिट को कन्वर्ट नहीं कर सकते, लेकिन लार्जर यूनिट को स्मॉलर यूनिट में कन्वर्ट करना काफ़ी बेहतर है. स्टेप 3. एक्सप्रेस द लार्जर क्वांटिटी इन टर्म्स ऑफ स्मॉलर क्वांटिटी. जो बड़ा वाला क्वांटिटी है, जैसे अगर हम मीटर और सेंटीमीटर को कंपेयर कर रहे हैं, देन इस जगह पे मीटर लार्जर है तो मीटर को हम सेंटीमीटर में कन्वर्ट करेंगे. अब जब कन्वर्ट हो गया उसके बाद यूनिट सेम हो जाएंगे. नाउ यू कैन कंपेयर द क्वांटिटीज. सो बेसिक ऑन दिस लेट्स हैव वन एग्जांपल. Suppose our question is we have to compare 6 meter to 12 centimeter. Okay. अब देखो यहाँ पे इस जगह फर्स्ट पार्ट में हमारा 6 मीटर है, सेकेंड पार्ट में हमारा 12 सेंटीमीटर है. तो हमने इसको लिख दिया यहाँ 6 मीटर डिवाइडेड बाय 12 सेंटीमीटर. अब देखो यहाँ मीटर है, यहाँ सेंटीमीटर है. इस जगह पे हमें क्या करना है ना, ये जो मीटर पार्ट है, ये जो मीटर पार्ट है यहाँ, इस मीटर पार्ट को हमें कन्वर्ट करना है. ओके, इसको हम कन्वर्ट करेंगे और मीटर को सेंटीमीटर में आसानी से कर सकते हैं. तो मीटर को हम यहाँ कन्वर्ट किए 6 इंटू 100 में, क्योंकि 1 मीटर इक्वल टू 100 सेंटीमीटर, तो 6 इंटू 100 की तो वो बन गया 600. अब नीचे 12 सेंटीमीटर है तो सेंटीमीटर कांस्टेंट रहेगा, तो ऊपर वाला पार्ट वो भी सेंटीमीटर हो गया, नीचे वाला पार्ट वो भी सेंटीमीटर हो गया. अब ये सेंटीमीटर सेंटीमीटर कट गए. फिर ये जो बचा हम इसको 12 और 600 दोनों को काटने के बाद ऊपर बचा 50, नीचे बचा 1। तो ये हो गया हमारा रेशियो 50:1। ठीक है। तो इस तरह सिस्टम यूज करके हम किसी भी टाइप के यूनिट को कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं।